Wasim. Hello everyone. I'm audible to you. Hello Gaurav, can you hear me?
Can you hear?
Gaurav. Can someone let me know that I'm audible to you or not? Okay, that's perfect. Let's wait for 2-3 minutes more. Then we're going to start our session.
Yep, I think we can get started.
Yeah, sure. Hello everyone, this side Shiva Madhav. A very good afternoon from my side. This is our very first virtual session for for a Slack lead, for a Slack community for Jabalpur chapter. So it's a humble request for each and everyone to be continue till this session. Basically, this session is going to be very excited. It's about the new Slackbot experience. Today in this session, we are going to explore the features and the hands-on about the Slackbot. So let's start it. So our topic is related to a Slackbot. Level up your workday with a new Slackbot experience. We're having our great speaker, Gaurav Singh, who is a consultant at Prizes, a Salesforce Magno champion. So at the end of this session, we are going to have a quiz. On according to that, we will be choosing a winner. An exciting winners will be going to have get a like swag at the end of the quiz. So right now, I'm going to hand over my further things to Gaurav to continue the session ahead. Gaurav, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Uh, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if it is visible.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's visible.
Okay, perfect. Thanks everyone for joining. It's Saturday already. I know it's hard on Saturdays to wake up in the morning and join the events, but I really appreciate you all to join today. And just to clarify one thing, I'm no longer a consultant at Prices. I have changed the jobs. Okay, so I don't work for Prices anymore. I'm currently working with Zorient as a business system analyst. So that's it there, and thanks for the introduction. It's the first session for Slack Jabalpur chapter, and congratulations to Shivam for starting this new chapter there. And today,
Thank you
like,
so much, Gaurav.
yeah, not a problem. Okay. Today we are focusing on the newest innovation, I would say. I know you guys are pretty much familiar about agent force, agents, bots, and a lot of announcements are coming in through as we are moving forward in 2026. And this year is probably going to be the best in respect to the AI innovations. Okay, if you are in the Salesforce industry, you guys are pretty much aware how things are moving fast. Okay, so for today's, we will be focusing on the Slackbot. By the name itself, you are getting an idea what exactly the Slackbot is. Okay, so forward-looking statement before I start. Do not make any purchase decisions based on the presentation that I'm going to show you guys today. Okay, it's solely your own decision. All right. Okay, that I can start. So before I deep dive into the Slackbot, actually, let's go through basics how things are working currently in the environment. So we have knowledge around us, and this knowledge work is drowning in inefficiency. We have to switch context while we are working. There are information which are available. Most of the times when you are working in a project, you can relate it to your day-to-day lives. Okay, I'm assuming either some of you are developers, architects, or admins, or whatever role you are in. There are information available related to the work that you are doing, and to find that information and be precise with it, you have to do a lot of context switching. Okay, so while the critical information still is buried in threads, files, and scattered in different applications, at the same time, these enterprises are investing highly in artificial intelligence, but most of these initiatives stall before even delivering the return on investment. Okay, and employees like us are curious about AI because these tools are yet confusing to some people, and some of them are disconnected to the daily flow, or kind of difficult to trust when it comes to the information. Okay, so what we need is that if AI could understand and easily adapt to the habits of the kind of work that I'm doing. For example, I'm working as a BSA. I need information about the projects where I did requirement gathering notes, user stories. I have channels where I'm having conversations with my developers. What is the update on certain user stories? How much development is done? If the feature is good to go with it, and I kind of find it frustrating because I have to go through the conversation. I have to do a lot of scrolling to figure out where exactly that conversation took place. Some of you might relate with it because it's kind of the work that we do in our day-to-day lives. Okay, so I want to have this kind of a power where I have a bot where I can just ask him questions, where I can find this information, and it can land me directly to that thread exactly. Okay, so this is where we are coming with Slackbot to increase the productivity, make sure we save time there. Okay, So, okay, with that, I can move on to the next slide. As you can see, context switching reduces productivity by 40%. Most of the time, I'm just switching tabs between Teams, Word, Slack, because I have some information scattered all over the multiple tools. Okay, so AI feels disconnected and information is overloaded. So I can spend, if I can save some time, I can spend it on good stuff, make my productivity better. All right. I'll move on to the next slide. So imagine, what if AI worked like a personal companion who already knows you and your work, dedicated to working with you on any task. Depends, you are a developer, admin, architect, or a BA. The bot understands your habits of having conversation and what kind of information is useful to your particular role. Imagine having a best friend like that, so you don't have to interrupt somebody. Like most of the time, what happens that I do like, "Hi, are you available for quick 5 minutes?" And it's never quick 5 minutes. It goes on, and the conversation extends. Like, where is this information? Where is that information? So somewhere you are investing your time there to exactly jump to conclusion rather than having some companion which can directly guide you to that particular conversation in an instance. Okay, so meet the Slackbot. Okay, the tagline, I would say, that works smarter with a personalized AI companion built right into the Slack. Okay, now you can eliminate the wasted time of switching applications, searching scattered nodes, and piecing together the context on your own. Okay, so with this Slackbot, your personalized AI companion that lives directly in the Slack itself, and you get conversational guidance right where you work already happens. Okay, you're managing your projects, you are having different projects under one single Slack enterprise instance, and you might have different channels. Okay, so it's hard to find information, to be honest. Okay, now Slackbot actually understands your workspace knowledge across messages, files, canvases, and more. Okay, and it adapts to your preferences, helps you search, organize, draft, and also solve your problems so you can move your work a bit fast and increase your productivity. Okay, in a nutshell, what is Slackbot? Okay, so it's like your always on AI companion. It's designed for personal productivity inside Slack. And unlike standalone AI tools, just like ChatGPT, which sits outside, where you have to, manually put in information, and then you can find what you are actually looking for. Whereas Slackbot is inbuilt. It understands the context of your workspace. It will go through your conversation, your files, your projects, contacts, and uses that knowledge to deliver fast and personalized support. Okay, I'll say what I personally noticed, that it learns from your patterns, your preferences, your tone, how you converse with it, and then it adapts so that it can answer your questions more precisely. Okay, to understand what exactly you are looking for. And if you guys have used ChatGPT, you can relate the better context I provide and the more conversation I have with ChatGPT, it understands what kind of a response I'm exactly looking for. Okay, so it's like a best friend who learns with you as you more talk with him, and once it becomes like the best version of itself, then you don't have to do much of making him understand you want this or you want that. Okay, it delivers what is expected. Okay, and to give you a quick summary on what features we are targeting with this Slackbot. Okay, first of all, search and discovery, which we use it everywhere, so you don't have to lose track of your conversation. Again, you can ask Slackbot in natural languages if there is a conversation that you need to find, if there are files that you are looking for, if there is a canvas where certain information was mentioned about a project. Okay, and if you have Google Drive or OneDrive connected, you can also find, fetch information from there as well. Okay. Second feature, you can analyze documents. Okay, so let's just say for me as a BA, I uploaded requirement gathering notes. I went through discovery session, and there were some documents that client also shared, which will help developers to understand the need of the business. Now you don't feel like okay, I woke up, I don't want to read the whole document. I don't want to spend time reading the whole document, but I want to find a context where there is a mention of a certain feature or anything related to your projects or whatever it is. You can simply ask the Slackbot, like, go through this document, find me this information, and you can put up the natural languages prompt just like you do in other AI tools. Like, okay, I want you to draft me in this way to make me understand what should I be doing from a perspective of a developer. How should I be able to explain it to my team in simple language in layman terms? Okay, that is one thing you can do now with the Slackbot. You can analyze documents. Then next feature, you have calendar and scheduling. So if in cases where you have your calendar sync with the Slack application, you can also ask Slackbot to schedule meetings for you. Okay, it will go through your calendar, meetings, attendees, and also if there are any Slack activity happen that you must be aware about. Okay, then it can find the right time to connect and share it to different people if they are looking to set up a meeting with you. Take an example, you can ask Slackbot, like, what's my day look like? It will go through your calendar and check how available you are. And then you can again put up another prompt there that help me prepare a meeting invite for one-to-one with my manager. It will go through your contacts, find your manager, and set up a one-to-one invite. Okay. It will definitely ask you and confirm the time from you, like, okay, if this looks good to you, and then you can set it up again. Another example, you can see, like, find a 30-minute slot when my team is free, and block that so that I can have a conversation with my team. You can put up your agenda as well for the meetings. So it's like a personal assistance, but not in a human form. Okay. Few more features, you can have content and canvas created based on your prompts. Okay, so whenever you create a new channel, for the people who are joining it new, you have to create a canvas so that they can go through the canvas and understand what this channel is targeting. So you can create that as well with Slackbot. And again, at last, all these features, if you combine, it's gonna enhance your productivity. You're not spending time more now on the manual efforts. You are staying organized with reminders. You have priority management done. You can catch up summaries from the conversation. And Slackbot, it's gonna keep track of what matters to you, so that even if you leave, you come back, you can ask if there was any action items for me to get done. You can take care of that as well. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna stick to this. I'll move on to the next slide. Okay, let's try to cover as much as we on the context perspective. So what makes a difference? Okay, so it's like you don't have to turn it on. It's always on there. You just have to click a button. It's available on your Slack instance. Okay. If you see on this image, this is your search bar. If you have used Slack, this is like where search bar is. And there is our little guy, Slackbot. Okay. So it's always there on the top for you for any help you require. And it's like it is context aware, so it knows everything that is going in your workspace. Okay, you might feel there are questions about securities and stuff, but don't worry about that. Trust layer is there for you to save it. Only your workspace information will be shared by your Slackbot. Okay, not outside anywhere. It's deeply personalized, so as you have more conversations with it, it will understand the context, how you converse within, what kind of information you look for generally, and it's conversational and natural. I don't have to tell you guys like what's conversational and natural now. We have been using Chat GPT a lot of from a long time, and now we also are aware about Agent Force. So you know what conversational and natural looks like. So it's like having a conversation with one of your friends. Okay. Usually, you know, we get answers from any of the AI tools, but you can ask your Slackbot to take actions. So that is one thing which makes it different. It's seamlessly integrated, so it can work across messages, files, canvases, calendars, and if you have any other applications connected, it can also, you know, work with that as well. Builds for trust, so it's an enterprise grade security, as I mentioned, and permissions are there. So it will only show you what you already have access to. Okay. So if you have a hierarchy in your team and you have security protocols, how you want to share information with your employees, it has got you covered. You can always do that. Okay. And okay, with that, I think we can move on to the next slide. Yeah, get answers, stay. What matters the most? Teams use now Slack, but even I personally use Slack, but because I don't want to catch up with my conversation if there are things which I have to take care of. Okay. And so I'll tell you an example. Whenever you start your day, let's just say, I mean, Monday is gonna be day after tomorrow. Don't want to ruin your weekend with saying Monday, but on Monday, you start your day. Okay. Usually you catch up on the things because after a weekend, we usually tend to forget what work we were doing, what were the action items you have to take actions on. Okay. So imagine you start on Monday, you just open Slackbot and ask him like, what are the items that I have to take care of? Can you please find and tell me? It's gonna simply provide you the conversation. It's gonna answer you looking for the entire workspace. What are the items you have to take actions on? And right from the right that instance, you can start working on it. Okay. I know we tend to spend 1 or 2 hours on Monday to recover from the weekends usually, but you know, to enhance some productivity, we can use the Slackbot, and you know, we can get up and running. Okay. We can analyze and understand the files instantly, as I mentioned in the features earlier. If there are reports, documents which you don't want to read completely, but you just want summary context to understand, like, okay, this is what it is. So that is also can be done. And again, scheduling meetings. So if you are having connected applications like calendars, Outlook, or Google Calendar, you can even set up instant meetings from there. Okay. You can create content instantly if required. You can draft briefs, proposal, and updates in seconds. You can search and discover information, and you can summarize informations into insights. Okay. We will see Slackbot, what I have access to so far. Okay, which I can show you. I mean, it's limited, but I can show you a few things there. Okay. Then the agentic enterprise and action. So here are some like feedbacks what people have shared into their day-to-day lives, how they are leveraging Slackbot. So Andy is from SVB Salesforce, and he is using Slackbot for information synthesis, meeting preparation, and contextual communication. Okay. So information synthesis, definitely you have information scattered all across. So multi-source document analysis. It can combine conversations and documents. Let's just say there's a channel where you have an upcoming release, and there were some, you know, release guidelines your client said, and there's also a document where they have some standard guidelines available. So you can combine both of them by a prompt and send it to your developers like, okay guys, this is what we have to take care of while we are doing release. Okay. And personal tone and voice, so depends on how you have conversation, it will adapt, okay, to your preferences. Meeting preparation, we just saw. If you have connected applications, you can do that. And contextual communication, that is very common. We always our bots to make sure we have the right information. Okay. Well, Andy says this is exactly what we mean when we talk about becoming an agentic enterprise. This is us living in the future of work right now at Salesforce. Yeah, I know Slack is a product of Salesforce. Okay, so few more from the perspective. I'll just go the high level. I don't want you to bore you with the typical presentation format. So Jason is an account executive and he's leveraging Slackbot for strategic customer support. So, account executive means they require product knowledge because they are going to have conversation with clients about how this product can enhance your business, bring return on investments. So, again, I can, instantly prepare expertise proposals right before the deal meetings directly. I can simply ask my Slack bot, like, this is my client, this is their business, and these are the requirements. Which product would you recommend? And based on the initial meeting notes, what should I pitch in? Okay, so that can be done by Slack bot. You don't have to manually prepare things. And in the second point, you can see executive meeting preparations. It can perform stakeholder research. It can do confident positioning, alignment, and also it can give you an example to find something similar as a case study, which you can show to your clients while you're selling to them. And sales process automation, usually what I used to do back in time, I used to understand business, and then I used to prepare a process flow, and then I used to pitch it to client like, okay, this is what your business will look like once we implement this. Now I'll give that business flow to the Slack bot, and within 2 minutes it will provide me how the sales process can be automated. Okay, and the quality is consistent for the output, and also we can scale it. As we grow, as your client grows, we can scale it based on the needs as well. Okay, now Slackbot versus native AI versus agent force in Slack. Okay, so we will go through them one by one. What is it? Slackbot is your personal AI companion, okay, that you chat with directly in Slack to help you with your work. Slack Enterprise Search. So this is the search bar on the top of the Slack environment, Slack application, where this is an inner search that connects third-party apps from Slack search bar, so you can search in other connected applications as well. Channel Expert. It's an out-of-the-box agent force agent that lives in Slack channels to answer frequently asked questions. Okay, so you do that at the rate you can bring your agent in that Slack conversation. So it is that like a specific to that particular channel. Okay, and then you can always create custom agents via template or from scratch. Okay, for Slackbot, it's more about conversational, multi-turn artificial intelligence. It can create canvases from prompts, it can analyze files, and it can deliver personalized outputs. Okay. Enterprise search, it is federated search, so permission-based results, and also AI-powered answers, and mostly the traditional search results you can expect from this. Channel expert, it's ready to deploy, grounded and shared in Slack data, human handoff, and channel manager setup. So your admin has to set this up for that particular channel. Okay. Custom agents is your canvas. You have your paintbrush as you can customize it based on your requirements. You can put in Slack action. You can put whatever you want. It's your preference. Okay. Slackbot, when to use it. So when you don't have the particular knowledge of what you are looking at, multiple resources, okay, you can get priorities for your day. You can summarize meeting files in threads. You can create or draft content in canvases, and you can analyze files and get insights. Okay, enterprise search is mostly the traditional search that we have been doing till now if we have to find something. Okay, and then channel expert is mostly about specific to a channel. Let's just say your service team is having a channel where all the knowledge base is implemented with an agent, and there is a customer inquiry come in, so you can just at the rate call your agent in that channel, service expert, and ask the agent like, okay, this is the query, do we have anything available in the knowledge base for it? If not, then what should I propose? Okay, so that can be done with a channel expert. Custom agent, these are again use case specific, based on whatever you require to get done, you can use it. For Slackbot data sources, it depends on the permission. Whatever permission you have access in your entire workspace, it will show results only based on that. Making sure service team is not interrupting the work of sales team is not interrupting the work of service team, marketing team, or bits on the hierarchy you have in your organization. You can restrict what information you want to share. Okay, enterprise search, so it's like it's an org wide search. Slack and your connected apps, it will search everywhere just like a normal search bar. Channel expert, so this data source is specifically related to the channel. Outside the channel you will not be able to find any information available. Custom, again, based on your specific business data needs, you can have that custom ready. Okay, all right. Oops, just a second. Sorry, I did not pay attention that I'm low on a battery. Okay. All right, moving to the next slide. Okay, now this was more like a summary on how things are working on the Slackbot. Next section of this session, I'll be giving you a very high level information about how Slackbot use cases are there, what prompt you can use. Okay, so how to write effective prompts and line of business use cases and prompts which you can use. So I'll not be giving you a very detailed description about these, but very high level information. So if you are working in sales, service, marketing, engineering, IT, legal, all, or as a people manager, so you will know how you can leverage the Slackbot. Okay, few examples of use cases and prompts are there, so which we can go through together. Okay, so okay, yeah, we just went through this slide again. Yeah, okay. So most stealable prompts for every line of business you can see. For sales, you can research a company, create a strategic POV on how Slack can address their digital transformation goal, include agent force integration opportunities. Okay. Another prompt based on my recent conversation about this particular account, identify the top 3 pain points I should be focusing on in our next meeting. Okay. Service, help me prepare for a difficult conversation with customer about that particular issue, include their account value, history, stakeholder relationships. Okay, again, help me troubleshoot by finding internal discussion, documentation, and similar customer resolutions. Okay, that goes for sales and service. For marketing, you can draft a campaign brief for product launch, including target audience and key messages from Slack conversations. And you can find me all mentions of our brand sentiment across customer channels and identify the sentiment trends. This is something which sounds really interesting to be get done. Okay, these are few examples. For engineering it's there, for IT it's there, for people manager it's there. Okay, sales, service, and marketing, we all know. Engineering, you can review recent code review feedback across our team channels and identify the top 3 recurring issues we should address in our next stand as well. This is something which I can use actually. Then we have IT, review recent security alerts, failed login attempts, and data access patterns across our system to generate a security posture report and flag any anomalies. And then you have people managers, help me prepare one-to-one. So people manager and employees, I don't think so. I want to tell you, it's just your HR department and the people you have conversation with, not a work related conversation specifically, but whenever HR is calling you for one-to-one, you always think like, what did I do wrong? Okay, so these people can also leverage the Slackbot to set up time. Okay, set up time with their employees, colleagues, or whatever it is. Okay, all right. So let's see how we can write some effective Slackbot prompts. Okay, all right. A little overview. A prompt basically is an instruction, question, or input that you give to an AI system to get a specific response or output. Okay, I'll be super honest. This term prompt and prompt engineering, these were like very, I would say, very new back in 2 years, I think, 2 years back. So now I'm assuming you all are aware what is a prompt, what is prompt engineering, how we can make effective prompts. I know you all are very well with that because we have been leveraging AI tools on a high note till now, and it does has improved productivity for us. Mm, So I'm just gonna give you one more time. I'm gonna tell you how you can write prompt instruction based on your needs. So you can say draft a polite decline for 3 p.m. meeting. Okay, who owns the customer onboarding project? What's the status of the quarter 4 budget approval? What decisions were made in yesterday's stand-up in channel? Okay, these are something very basic, but by reading this, you can think in your head in day-to-day lives where you have to find information what prompt I can use. If there would be somebody I can ask them directly, this is what we are discussing today. Okay, pretty basic, straightforward, not of much of a hassle. Okay, so good prompts are clear, specific, and contextual. Okay, help me draft my email. I know before when the AI tools were very new, even I used to write a single liners to AI tools, and it used to give me vague answers, and then I have to put in more conversation like, okay, no, not this, do that. So it goes back and forth. Now what you can do is simply give them a better prompt by providing a bit more information. So draft a follow-up email to that particular customer about the delayed shipment, include some of the notes from this brief document. Okay, so that's how you can provide better prompts. What to think about prompt writing? Okay, I know you guys know how to write prompts, but just to direction it, you can set the scene, give a background information when it matters, specify what you want, and then you can stack your ask, and then you can combine related requests into one task, like define an email or draft an email and find a supporting example to include. Okay, instead of asking for everything in once, try first help me brainstorm ideas, and then we will refine the best one into a full proposal based on which idea I like. Okay, and then you can refine. That's what we do. We don't directly trust whatever response that we get from the AI. We have to read it once more to make sure it is delivering the context that we are actually looking for. Okay, and then we refine before we send it out. Okay, considerations: using AI responsibly. AI can be wrong. Okay, check your sources always that information is correct, whatever you are sending. Human oversight matters. So whatever AI tool you are using, it's not replacing humans, but a human judgment is required to make sure that it is delivering the context that you are looking for. Okay, bias awareness: AI systems can reflect biases present in their training data, so make sure you are aware that your response is not biased to a certain thing. Okay, context is the key. AI may put in some words, some vocabulary which might not make sense to the response that you are sending forward. So make sure your context is clear. And then privacy and security. Be mindful when creating channels if conversation should be private or public. So remember, if your channels are private or public, make sure whatever the context you are providing, you have right access that you are giving to the people. Okay, whenever you are creating channels, make sure that is being taken care of. Okay, now I think next up we just have use cases. Yeah, we just have use cases for business line of businesses that we just saw. So I'll be very high level on this. Okay, Slackbot for sales. So you can have prospect or customer search. You can manage lead management and follow ups. You can do sales content and messaging. You can set up meetings and get ready for demo preparations. Your team can collaborate always, and then you have customer success and expansion. Okay. Three real example from account executives, last minute SIC entries. So, for example, you want to pull 4 month SIC engagement with only 2 weeks to go and need to provide a POV on art of proposal, art of possible. Okay. So you can use the prompt, summarize this channel and documents to give me an overview of our art of possible story for customer, and then suggest upgrade use cases. Okay. Then next up you have CFO discovery. First discovery meeting with CFO at 3.5K greenfield company. Needed to speak his language. Okay. Create a CFO battle card with priorities, strategic questions, and key value propositions aligned to Salesforce positioning for that particular account. Okay. Again, done in like 10 or 15 minutes, even if you do multiple refines. Okay. Then you have scorecard bottleneck. Spending 60 minutes on detailed opportunity scorecards, why it's getting blocked, progression, it's delayed. Okay. You can simply provide a prompt, generate scorecard details and scoring for this particular opportunity using our Slack conversation data. Okay. That can be done. 30 times faster scorecard completion. 20 plus hours saved a week, and I think we work 40 hours a week. So think how much productivity it's increasing. And I know productivity is increasing. That means you will get more work from your organization. But I mean, it's a win-win. You learn more things. That's what adoption is gonna help us moving forward in the ID sector itself. Okay. Stealable prompts, meeting, deal, and account strategies. So these are some prompts which you can steal from sales business perspective. Okay, if you guys want, you can take a screenshot of it. You can keep it. Okay, all right. Again, a use case summary that we saw earlier for an account executive. It's the same one. Okay, how that particular account executive is using Slackbot in day-to-day life. Similar features, similar use cases that we discussed before. Now for service, think about service. How do you think quick information access is available? There is case management and workflows. Customer communication you can manage. Analytics and insights are there. Team collaboration, training and onboarding. Okay, so you can give it a read. You can think about how service industry can leverage Slackbot. And if you want to really deep dive into it, think of any company or any product that you are using or any application that you are using. Whenever you are raising a case, what happens in the back end, how they are responding to your customer request, what kind of problems you are facing, how they are providing solutions to it. All that is happening in the back end, and then it's just now, sky is the limit. You can just think, how can you bring productivity to your service teams? Whatever use case comes into your head, which can be automated, which can be used to save some time using the AI tools, you can do that. Okay. Three examples: customer issue analysis. Like I mentioned, you can review all support cases where customers are reporting this issue that was submitted in the last hour, and help me identify any similarities in their cases. Set up reported devices of common product behavior. Okay. Again, you're not spending a lot of time going through the knowledge base. You're just getting the information right on the spot with a Slackbot. Okay. Create a detailed brief pulling key account details, key contacts, and any relevant support history that will help you prepare to support them over a call. So you can also create a talk track. Okay. I mean, not a real time talk track, but you know that you will have a call with the customer in 30 minutes and you want to have the complete understanding of the issue. So that can be done. And escalation handling, we all know escalation, and this escalation is like a nightmare whenever we hear the word escalation. So there have been instances where even I have to write emails to minimize the, I would say, customer is angry. So all that angry conversation, to minimize this, I have to write emails to make sure, like, okay, even though it's an escalation, let's handle it professionally, and even though if it's our fault, be empathetic, say sorry. So now Slackbot can do that for me. Okay. It can include account value, key information, relationship history with that customer. If there are any support tickets, you can draft a response explaining the current technical issues in simple terms. Okay, that can be done also. Then stealable prompts, case intelligence, customer insights, and process optimization. If you want, you can take a screenshot of that. You can solve cases faster. You can know your customer better, and you can work smarter. Okay, for service line of business. Okay. For marketing, which this is the one which I love, you can create content, you can create strategies. Okay, you can research and you can have insights available, and then you can also have campaign management. You can track campaign timelines, deliverables, and team responsibilities. And marketing usually involves multiple teams. Okay, so you can also collaborate. That's plus for me. Then you can have lead generation and nurturing. You can do the content personalization. Okay, you can have sales enablement, create materials if you want to sell it to a particular organization, and also you can have lead scoring insights. Okay, understand what content is resonating the brand that you're working with. Then you have analytics and reporting, campaign performance, ROI analysis, executive reporting, and analytics and reportings really are, like, I would say, the backbone of marketing to make sure everything is working as per expectation, and the efforts that are being invested in the marketing are actually bringing business to the organization. So that's like return on investment. Okay. And then you have creative design and support. So, for example, if you are confused how you should be pitching in for the creatives and design, you can ask the Slackbot. You can create brief development, structure requirements for design teams. You can also help you to create A/B testing ideas, which email or which creative is better for sending out. Okay, you can get some ideas from that as well. You can get ideas. Okay, it's not going to tell you like this is good. It will give you ideas like based on your audience, this is a better option. Again, it's your choice what you decide at the end of the day. Okay, don't rely completely. Then you have visual content suggestions. So if you want to create graphics, videos, or any interactive content, you can ask Slackbot. It will provide you some ideas, suggestions. Again, it won't create it for you. It will just give you an idea and suggestions like, okay, this is what I think resonates with your audience. Then you can refine based on your understanding. We always need human in the loop. Okay, so three real examples. We can have campaign launch sequences, we can have marketing automation setup, and we can have on-brand content creation. Okay, so these are the like real world examples that you can use, and then some stealable prompts which you can use if you are in the marketing industry or marketing client. You can take a screenshot of this and share it with your team, and you know what, something good might come up. So it will help you basically to increase productivities, spend less time on context switching, reading conversations, and get directly to the conclusions using the Slackbot. Okay, again, for engineering, now you get the idea based on the industry we talk about. You can think about the use cases. Okay, this is specifically for engineering teams, so core technical support, project management planning, knowledge sharing, onboarding, development workflow, cross team collaboration, research and problem solving. Okay, real examples, you can respond to an incident. You can have a product brief workflow. You can also have a code documentation. Okay, then we have some stealable prompts. You can create a prompt for bug tracking. You can have for code reviews, releases, and then you can have for technical depth and planning. Okay, right. Next one for IT. Again, you can see it's for system admin and monitoring, help desk and user support. IT team is that team. You know, we all have that team where we find issues in our laptop and we reach out to somebody. And also sometimes these IT teams are also outsourced to some other organization. Okay, so that is also can be managed through Slackbot. You can have security and compliance, network infrastructure, vendor and project management, and you can have automation and workflow. Okay, then next world real world use cases, help desk queries. That is something which I just told you. I raise a request for a laptop issue, and they can go through similar questions, and then they can directly copy paste the answer for you. It's like instant solution. Then workspace admin, so you can review your workspace audit logs to identify how many guest users who haven't logged in for over 30 plus days and suggest cleanup actions for workspace optimization. And then email integration setup. So for example, you want to summarize this particular documentation for setting up Gmail and Outlook connectors in Slack, and you can tell Slackbot like, I'm stuck at this step. Can you help me with this particular error? What options could I try next? Okay, that is also can be done. C-level prawns. So if you are working in an IT department where tickets are there, you can have ticket intelligence. It can summarize ticket. It can flag recurring issues. And what are the top three IT issues? System monitoring, and then you have knowledge base. Okay, so you can spot patterns fast, catch issues early, and build smarter documents. Again, a use case that we saw earlier: information synthesis, meeting preparations, contextual communication. All right. Slackbot full. Legal, if you guys have legal teams are the ones where the pressure is mostly about reading the contracts and documents. Okay. So I think it's the best fit for them to analyze that analyze document feature is the best fit for the legal team. They can review the contracts and identify if there are things that needs to be taken care of. You can create templates as well. So based on somebody else's document of legal, you can create your own document of legal as well. Okay, you can have virtual version control as well, so you can track changes and manage documents through workflows as well. Okay, you can research and do legal analysis. Then there is compliance and risk review. You have workflow and case management, legal operations and efficiency, and then you have cross department collaboration. Okay, so think about legal team. Their work is the most hectic one, I think so, because they have to go through a lot of documentations. For them, it's like a superpower. Real examples: contract review bottleneck, patent discovery sprint, and legal cases monitoring. Okay, so they can find legal cases that being opened by the sales team, surface trending issues, root causes, and common questions from the chatter discussions. For patent discovery, they can scan the technology, product, and design channels from the last 30 days to identify the most innovative patentable ideas and evaluate them against novelty and eligibility criteria. For contract review, they can review our programs, sprint planning canvases, and generate executive summary bullets highlighting key deliverables, blockers, and cross-team risks for review. Okay, perfect. Next up, stealable prompts. If you want, you can take a screenshot of these. Okay, alrighty. Then I don't think, yeah, for people managers. Okay, I think this is the last group of people that I left with. Okay, so people managers, they also have a structure in their organization. People managers could include the HR department, and then there are also people who are very high in the hierarchy, where they manage teams. They make sure there are certain criteria are set whenever they are hiring new employees. There is a process that should be followed, and also there is a culture. There are values that every company brings. Okay, so these people can also leverage Slackbot, and their most work is included on creating hiring plans, making sure the onboarding is smooth from the new employees. The communication and feedback that is coming from current or new employees are also has been taken care of. Okay, and these people work on optimizing the culture, values, hiring process, environment, decision making, and also making sure that every employee is heard. So these people are in account to do all of this. And when you think about all of this, you can think what can be done through the Slackbot. Okay, you can give this a read. I'll take very basic example, hiring and onboarding. So whenever we are getting hired, there is a person, either it could be an HR or a hiring manager, who guides you about everything. Okay, and imagine I'm just adding you to a channel where I have a channel of new hirings, and then there is a canvas available. Okay, and there is a Slackbot is also available. Okay, I can ask my personal Slackbot like, okay, I'm a new joinee. What are the things that I have to take care of? What are the setup steps initially that I need to set up my device? Okay, and based on that, you can just think out loud. Whatever you can think, you can put up in your canvas, and then this Slackbot that will find information from base whatever has been shared by your hiring managers. Whatever information that is available in the Slack workspace, it will find the information that is required for you to have a smooth onboarding in the organization. Okay, alrighty. Some examples: unblocking the team. Okay, analyze this project channel and recent team updates and help me understand where my direct is stuck and how I can unblock them without taking over their work. Okay, so if somebody is joining new, we do knowledge transfer meetings, and though we still need them in today's environment, but for them to have that initial understanding, we can ask the Slackbot to create a summary of all the project conversation and make sure that this user understand what is actually done. Okay, what needs to be done, and then you guys can set up a meeting. So that guy, before coming to the meeting, will actually have a good idea about business. So that conversation will be more meaningful, and you will spend less time. Okay. Then you can also have feedback synthesis. I'm pretty sure we all receive surveys from our organization that we work in, and in the surveys they have these questions like how do you have a good relation with the manager? Does the work you do is actually good? Are there ample opportunities in the organization for the growth? So all these service questions you can bring in to your Slack workspace for people managers, and then they can go through. They don't have to go through those surveys one by one, but they can have a collective response using Slackbot. Like what is the most low rated survey question from survey question from the feedback that has came from the employees. Okay, and then what measures Slackbot can you suggest to improve this? So what are the things you can get done by Slackbot? Okay, so that is it for hiring managers. Again, at the last, I think I just have the stealable prompts. So team performance, and I'm assuming it's new year. Few of you people are must be coming up with your appraisal time frame, I guess. So get ready. These questions are going to be asked to you. How you have individually performed, how your team is performed, and you will have to go through one-on-ones with your managers to understand what work you have done so far, and how much appraisal you are eligible for. Okay, so people managers are going to come up to you with these questions, and imagine your manager using Slackbot. What they can do is they can ask Slackbot like at the rate, find at the rate this guy in conversation and tell me, was he proactive? Was he responding on time? Did he actually delivered what he asked for over the course of this particular project? Okay, and he don't have to go through every message or something. Slackbot will provide you that summary. In a way, I mean, I should not say this, but in a way, it's a problem for us, like who are still not managers, but they are saving their time, and then they will be ready with all that information in your one-to-one. Okay, so people managers can actually leverage Slack for the better and good. Okay, And I think with that, I think I am finished. I think, yeah. Do I have any more slides? No, I don't have any more slides. So what I'll do is, give me a second. I have limited access to the Slackbot, so I'll just show you how things are working there. Okay, let me share my entire screen. Okay, perfect. Okay, so as of now, I have the Slackbot access in the Slack community unit itself. Okay, so this is a workspace where leaders like me and Shibam are collaborating. So around the world, there are multiple chapters of Slack, and all those leaders are in this workspace. Okay. All right. So I'll start from the very basic. I've kept the Shibam's chart open for now so that I don't share any information which is not required to be shared. My screen is visible, right? Okay. Perfect. Now you see this little guy. I can Control Shift O, or I can just click on this, and it's giving me some questions from its side, like find action items from my recent conversation, tell me what you can do based on my activity in Slack, what animal I would be. Surprise me. Okay, so let's say find an action item from my recent conversations in Slack. So it's searching through the recent conversation. Okay, it did not find any to do in this conversation. Now it's doing a broader search. Okay, now see, there was an announcement, and oh my god, oh, looks like I have so many items. Okay. There was an announcement done where we need to schedule Slackbot events, as we were planning to share the knowledge about it before it's coming out. Now it is now generally available. So you can see from the community leaders. So this was at the rate all community leaders. Okay, I was not specifically mentioned here, but I am one of the leaders, and that's why it's showing me that this is an action item for you. Okay, so from the community leaders channel, there is information about hosting Slackbot events January, February 25. If you are a community leader, you might want to consider hosting a Slackbot event in your area. Okay, just like Shivam did. I'm yet to plan one, but Shivam asked me before, so I skipped mine. I thought I'll do it later. But you can see it has found no explicit action items where I have been marked as at the rate Gaurav. I haven't been marked as it anywhere, and has been no ask. So it is not able to find any action item. Okay. What I found that I am actively participating in Slack community discussion, my reactions and congratulations to community members, engagement with community leadership content. So I'm engaging with their content as well. Okay. Now, okay, what I should do? Okay, let's take an example. Okay, uh, what was the latest discussion happened in the community leaders channel? Okay, it's now going for that specific channel, and now it's going through the specific messages. So recently, we got an announcement that Sales Slackbot is generally available now on January 30 and 14, just like 2 or 3 days back. Okay, and for us to share it information, you can see, guys, that Slackbot is now available. There's a LinkedIn promotion guide for us to make sure that we post about it. Slack HQ is being taken over by Slackbot this week with potential Slack swag opportunities. Okay, and Akshay is one of the leaders from Gurugram, I think, and he has already hosted a successful Slackbot launch event in Lonavala with great attendance. Oh, sorry, Akshay. This is a different Akshay. Sorry, my bad. This is Akshay for Lonavala chapter, and I think last week they did an in-person event on this. Okay, there were some new leaders added. There are new chapter updates. Okay, then there are some action items like administrative certification volunteers. are available if you want to apply for certification vouchers. Okay. Then there's an event happening, that is Albania Dreamin. There's a Dreamin in data happening. There are important reminders. So if we are planning to organize in-person event, then we have to make sure that we put in the swag request so that we can get you guys swag if we organize an in-person event. Okay. Again, it also have pointed out challenges, even though I have not asked it, but it is currently understanding what kind of information that I want from it. Okay. Okay. Are there any announcements which I missed? Since if this is not any industry specific workspace, I cannot do like sales, service, marketing stuff. But though I can ask it if there are any marketing actions that needs to be taken by us. Okay, major announcement. It's live now. See, I haven't read this, so it's something which I have missed. Accessibility updates. Non-profit Slack bot webinar is coming up for February. Enterprise guest customers rollout happening now through February. Admin resources. Slackbot success communication coming in late February. Already live in the community workspace for all users. So as of now, it's live for us to test out, to provide feedback, improve it. Okay. So in a nutshell, I don't think so if any connections are there, but remember that file summary thing, right? So let's try it. Okay, Slack community user sources. Summarize the file, Slack community leader resources. Okay. Searching for the file, summarizing it. Are there any interesting files? No. Okay. Though this is a document which is very, very long and it regularly updates. Okay. So what it has done that I don't have to go through these points manually because there are like paragraphs where I have to find this information. So last updated was July 2025. Okay. And it says, I think somebody made some changes there, but it's mostly like a name or something. Okay. But the version of this was last updated. I can also check, are there any updates on this document recently? See, no recent updates found. Major impact 7 days back, so they updated this Slackbot GA launch information so that we are aware. Okay. While the document still hasn't been updated, leaders should be aware that Slackbot demos can now be done in live events. No longer previews are required. New promotion resources are available. So as of now, we have this available in this workspace. But I hope so. When I organize the meetup for my group, I hope that I might have more use cases available for you to go through. Okay, see, this was the event which Akshay recently conducted in person, and we found the information here. Okay, and similarly, I can go through channels. I can ask if you are not part of this workspace, you can also join this workspace because it's really interesting. A lot of innovation we discuss here every day. Okay, and I think on a demo side, I can only show you these things for now. And let me see if I have anything more to show you where I can give you a bit more idea. Okay, just a second. So again, so I'll tell you what happened. This is what is like a real world use case. I want to check where they gave guidelines about how to publish an event, and there was a demo link there. Okay, so now to find the document, I rolled up in the conversation. This is what use case is all about. So okay, I'll just oh no, it's 8 minutes of demo. Well. Let me see. Okay. Are you able to hear, Shiv?
No, Gaurav.
No. Okay, just a second. Also share the tab studio. Okay. Are you now?
Corporate variance actually starts.
Able to hear?
Yeah, no.
Okay, perfect. Okay, this is the last, guys. I promise. Just a quick demo. There are a few things which I might not be able to show you, but it's available here. Okay, so I'm gonna play this.
In a little application that you may have heard of called Slack. We call it the conversational enterprise for the agentic OS. And here to show and tell us why we call it that, please help me welcome my colleague, Amy Bauer. Amy, the floor is yours.
Our first is done. Slackbot is your everyday assistant. It is deeply personal to you because it is grounded in your context. Your messages, your files, your workflows across Slack, Salesforce, Google Drive, and OneDrive, and more. It connects the dots across those systems to turn information into insight and insight into action. So let me bring this to life with a demo. Now, I'm a product manager, and yesterday we had a go-to-market alignment call. We got some really great news. We want to bring our product to market. But this is a big undertaking, so I'm going to have Slackbot help me do this. So I'm going to start by actually copying the link to this call transcript we had because there were some great insights and next steps. And I'm going to open my conversation with Slackbot just here up at the top. I'm going to ask it to analyze that call transcript and then do some research in our primary development channels to help me organize a launch plan, some competitive positioning, and a campaign brief. Now, while it's doing some research, I'm going to take a step back here and talk about the problem this is solving. Because if you've ever been part of a product launch, you understand the pain of this. We as a product team have been working really cross-functionally for months across product, design, engineering, research, deep in that product work. The product decisions, the customer pilot feedback. But now we're at that pivotal moment where we have to bring in our customer or our go-to-market counterparts. Marketing, sales, enablement, go-to-market leads. And that is where work can slow down because that's a lot of knowledge to transfer over. And this is where Slackbot can help because it can synthesize all of that knowledge really quickly. But can it also go a step beyond that? Because it can tap into the context of our organization, how we've structured past product launches, how we've competitively positioned other products, the feedback that our sellers are getting from their customer conversations. And it can take all that information and it can turn it into an insight and give us a framework, a foundation for how we should structure this product launch. And then once it has that insight, it can turn it into something actionable and put it into a shared canvas so that we now have a foundation where the team can iterate, collaborate, and refine on something together. You know, this is a really great starting point. We're not starting from zero. So now what I want to do is get the team aligned. So next I'm going to ask Slackbot to find 30 minutes for the key stakeholders in our go-to-market channel to review this with me on Friday. Now notice I didn't specify who the key stakeholders were. I simply gave it the channel name. What Slackbot is actually doing now is it's reading the channel activity to identify who those key stakeholders are, and then it's going out to our Google Calendar to find availability. And Slackbot's pretty smart. If it can't find that availability, it will search for alternative options. suggest different dates, it's a live demo, or reduce meeting attendees. We are so excited to bring this to our customers in January. We are in live pilot right now. If you would love to learn more about Slackbot or try it out for yourselves, please come visit us in the campground, or you'll get much more in-depth look at it in the Slack keynote at 2 o'clock this afternoon. With that, I'll pass it back to John.
Right. I'm not going to show you the whole 8 minutes because their bot itself got stuck in the middle while presenting. Okay. All right, guys, I had this much about the Slackbot today. So what I'll do is now the best part for the day is the quiz. So it's over an hour. I don't want to, hold you up for more. It's a Saturday already, and you might have some more plans. I don't want you to spend it with me. So I'll just quickly share my screen and I'll start the quiz. Just a second. Okay. So it's visible.
Yeah, Gaurav.
Perfect. So you guys can join the quiz. I know there are only me and Shivam will not play, so there will be 8 of the attendees.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, if you can join the quiz, your names will pop up. Okay, we have 6, 2 more to go. Okay, I can see Leher, I can see Desh. Shivam, are you there?
Yeah, Gaurav.
Oh, no, sorry, Shivam Pandey.
Yeah, I'm just telling him actually to click on that link and paste this code over there, so he will get to know it.
Okay, guys, what can I say? I shouldn't say. Any difficulty, Shivansh, you are facing for this joining the quiz?
Right, Shivansh?
How to join? You can just scan and join.
Or also, you can visit the slido.com website and use that code over there, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, he's joined. Yeah.
Okay,
Vaseem only left, I guess.
Wasim bhai, you can also join. Otherwise, I can start.
Let's start.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go. Good luck, guys. How many swags we are giving away today?
3, Gaurav.
Okay.
Yeah.
All All right, perfect.
We will be choosing 3 lucky winners. Let's see.
Okay, wishing you good luck. Starting the quiz now. Here's the first question on your screens. The faster you answer, the better ranking you will get. Okay, nice. You guys are paying attention. Perfect. Next question. Nice. Good response. Perfect. Next question coming up. Which of these is the primary benefit of Slackbot? Very nice. Next question coming up. Slackbot can help sales team with which of the following tasks? Very good. Okay. Right. Next question coming up. In service use cases, Slackbot can perfect. Okay. Next one we have what is the recommended strategy for writing effective Slackbot prompts? I think I put up pretty obvious answers in the quiz. I think that's why or everybody listen to everything carefully. Okay, perfect. Next question coming up. Okay, we will see the leaderboard at the end. Let it be the suspense. For marketing teams, Slackbot can very nice. Okay. Okay, moving to the next question. Slackbot's agentic enterprise concept emphasizes. Very good. I'm worried about leaderboard now. Whoever is answering fast is going to be on the top. Okay, next question. Which Slackbot feature is useful for people manager? Okay. Last question. Why should users combine multiple related requests into a single prompt? I want to confuse Slackbot. That's why I do it. What's your take? Okay. I tried to distract you guys, but good. All right. I'm gonna reveal the answer. Ready for the leaderboard? Okay. Drum rolls. Let's see who is on the top. Okay. 40 seconds. Wow. So you
That's
took
good.
4 seconds per question. That's amazing. Nice. You can take a screenshot of this. Okay. So guys, what you can do is you can put up your email in the chat, which Shivam can take a note of. Okay. Roshan, Leher, and Lakhan. Okay. Okay, I can see Leher, Mir. Shivam, please make sure you note these emails.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, just keep a copy of these. And I think Lakhan is left. Lakhan, can you share your email? Can you share my message to Adesh Patel? Okay. Adesh, can you share your email? If you know Lakhan outside of this, then it's fine. You can reach out to him directly. Yeah, drop your email. Okay, so all right, I'll stop sharing. Okay. Okay. So we have all the emails available, Shivam. Take a note of that. And with that, guys, thanks for joining. It took a bit longer than expected, but I really appreciate you guys joining in. And I hope now, if somebody asks you what Slackbot is, you can answer them. Okay.
Thank you so much, Gaurav, for the wonderful, insightful session on Slackbot experience.
Yeah, thank you very much. And guys, if you know people around you, make sure you tell them there is a new group. Jabalpur Slack chapter is now there, so they can join. There are upcoming sessions as well. Okay. And make sure to post on LinkedIn about this so that more people know that there is a new group in the town. Okay.
Definitely. And thank you so much, all the attendees who were throughout the session were very attentive and participating. Thank you so much, all the attendees,
Yeah.
especially for attending sessions on weekends.
much appreciated.
Also, a very thankful special thank you, Gaurav,
Yeah. Thank you so
for
much.
your features time. Yeah. Please, Evan, can you turn on your camera so that I can get a little bit snap for everyone to upload on LinkedIn?
So you for that, I think you have to provide everybody.
Yeah, I'm
Just one
doing
my
it.
picture. Are you able to do that?
Participants are there.
Yeah, I think you just need to add them one by one.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Can you guys please turn on your cameras?
Okay.
Thank you so much once again, Deez and special guest speaker Gaurav. Really a wonderful session it was. Hi
Okay.
everyone.
Thank you guys. You can take a snap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let Adesh
Congratulations.
and Ruha come first. Are they coming on webcam? Roshan, you there?
It's okay, guys. If You
Okay,
are
no
in a
problem.
space where you cannot turn
Let's
on
start.
camera.
No, my space is pretty equipped with.
I know.
ज्यादा देर हंस नहीं पाऊंगा, जल्दी खींच लो यार.
Yes.
We are done.
Done?
Okay,
Okay.
Thank
thank
you
you
so much,
everyone.
everyone, once again.
Thanks for
And
joining, everyone.
thank you to all the
Bye bye.
winners. We'll post on LinkedIn. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Bye bye. Yeah. Have a nice day. Thank you, Gaurav.
Thank you.